Yep, this is a big day. This is the biggest session in our 5-day workout program. Deadlifts and squats on the same day. Now some may question the efficacy or even the sanity of such a workout session, but I've grown to love it. I think it works for me, and I think I've convinced my workout partner Howard too. So this is what we're up to, and I'd like to invite you to the gym with us for today's deadlift and squat session. Let's go do it. Hey gang, welcome back to Mark's 60 plus fitness journey. Okay, today continues a deadlift and squat project I have ongoing at the moment. And as you may or may not know, the end of last year, 2022, I had a little ailment that affected my balance, and I stopped squatting and deadlifting for a while. Put me in a little bit of a funk. But now I'm able to get back in, and I'm in the middle of projects for both. And so let's take a quick look at where I started in deadlift and the squat, and where in the progression I've made up to this point before we get into the gym for today's super workout. So let's first look at my deadlift project. Okay, so as you can see, the deadlift restart started on October 2nd, and I weighed 177 pounds on that day. And I'm using a progressive overload approach here. I'm doing 3x5. That's 3 sets of 5 reps. So every time I can successfully do 3 sets of 5 reps at a given weight, I'm going to move up 5 pounds. Hence the progressive overload. Now today was session 11, and it was a good one. So in that 11 sessions, as you see there at the bottom, I've gone from 315 as a working weight to 360. And don't really feel a plateau too close yet here. Maybe 3 or 4 more sessions before days start to get hard. But today felt good. You'll also notice that after the workout on November 22nd, I had an 11-day break. That was schedule problems and whatnot. I still got a leg day in. It just wasn't a deadlift day. But it does go to show, 11-day break didn't really hurt me, because I jumped right back in at 360 and felt pretty good. And today I got what I wanted. And the next session, I've got 12-8 written there, but I believe it's going to be 12-9. So it's going to be every 6 days I'll do these. So it'll be 12-9, not 12-8. I'll go up to 365 pounds, and I'm pretty sure I'll get that pretty successfully. Now, let's look at the squat restart. That started a little later. That was October 25th of 2023. I was a little more leery of my squats because of my balance issues. But getting more and more confident here in this as I move along. I'm doing my squats much more cautiously and judiciously, and being way more patient here. So I started again on October 25th and weighing 178.5 pounds there. And I started there at a very doable, might even say easy, 225. As a working weight, again 3x5 progressive overload approach, and got through November 22nd at 183.5 pounds, completed a 245 working weight 3x5 session, and then again in the 11-day break, because I do squats and deadlifts on the same day, they would both be in the same 11-day break. And like I said, I did get a leg day in, it just wasn't squats. Now, today, I opted to go back to 240 as my working weight, just to make sure I was okay. As I said, I'm doing squats a little bit more cautiously and patiently than my deadlifting. But as you'll see, I think today went well. And the next session, again, it says 12-8, but it's going to be 12-9. Going to go up to 245. Another mistake. That's not 240. It should be 245 as my working weight. So that's 7 sessions, and so that's 225 working weight to start to 240 as of today. And I really feel the plateau is way off here on the squats. It's going to be a while before I plateau on this. Like I said, this is going to be a lot more patient and slow paced, but feeling good about the squats. So now let's get in the gym, and I'll show you what I was up to today. All right, one thing I would like to mention before I forget it, as I finish my last warm-up set for deadlifts today, you notice that I have gained some weight since October, and that is by design. I did want to bulk up a little bit, and that's a whole other project that I have going that I will follow up on a little later. I'm hoping I'm gaining, well, I know I'm gaining weight. And I feel like it's pretty lean. So at any rate, we'll continue with that discussion later. But it was a conscious effort to gain weight. So today, as I mentioned, is a big day. This is deadlifts and squats on the same day. This is my first set of deadlifts here at my today's working weight of 360 pounds. Now, we do these every 6 days. I have a 5-day workout program with the 6th day being rest. So every 6 days we'll be doing this session. One day we'll alternate, well, every session we do this, we alternate. And for example, today we're starting with deadlifts. The next session we will start with squats. And I do have Howard with me today, and he had a fine workout with me, and I recorded it, and I will put together his workout for release in the next day or two. He's really made great progress in the few sessions since he started deadlifting and squatting. So keep an eye open for that. Howard's doing great. Plus he was there with me today. Emotional support, physical support, and entertainment support. So I believe this is my 3rd set at my working weight of 360. As I mentioned, I can't remember now, but I think this is the same weight I used the last session since I had that 11-day break. But I did feel strong today. This was a pretty easy 3x5 set to get through with this working weight. So obviously the next session I'll go up to 365. I'm pretty much back where I was last year this time before I got stricken with that stupid vestibular neuritis that took me out. I'm back where I started on my deadlift, and I feel like I'm making upward progress, so that may have been a good thing to take that big of a break last year. Now we're into the special project in regards to the Deadlift and Squat Projects. As I mentioned, my squats, I'm taking a little bit more cautious approach. I alluded to my balance being affected last year with the vestibular neuritis, and it took a while to get back on track. I mean, it took a while for me to be able to walk again, so being able to squat right now feels particularly good. But squats required a little more of the balance component than the deadlifts, so I started deadlifting first, as you saw, and picked up the squatting a little bit later after I became a little bit more confident that I'd be able to do it without actually falling over on my rear end. So today I'm working at 240 pounds, a little humbling, but that's okay. As I said, I'm doing this patiently, cautiously, and judiciously. I started at 225, moving along. And as I said, I think I've got a long way to go before I plateau on my squats here. So feeling good about this. I just want to focus on my depth. I want to focus on my form, and I want to focus on feeling secure under the bar. And every session I feel like I'm moving further along in all of those regards. And I do think it helps to have a workout partner, particularly on things like this, squats. I wouldn't say Howard is actually in the spotting position there, but it did give me a little bit of a secure feeling knowing he was there. And I have the spot racks there set, so it couldn't be but so much damage I could do. But it was a good session, and pretty happy with it. And so keep your eyes open for Howard's session, which I'll be publishing in the next day or two. Thank you for being here. Awesome. That's what I'd say. Today was an awesome day. Me, Howard, working on our deadlift and squats and making pretty good progress. And as I mentioned, I'm going to follow up probably tomorrow or the next day with Howard's workout that we did today. It's too much to put in one video, so I'm going to follow up with Howard's progress. He was looking good, particularly on his squats today, making a lot of form improvement. Very good. But I was happy with that workout today, making progress myself, feeling more and more confident every time I do a squat session. So yay. But more importantly, I want to say thank you so very much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. And I say that all the time, but I mean it all the time. Thank you for being here with me. And as always, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, share this with your friends. Let's grow this channel. Let's get some folks in here and make the group big and collaborative. So, also, if you haven't already, how about clicking that subscribe button and joining us? That would be super duper cool. And I guess with that, I will say that's it for today. So until next time, go get 'em. Mark out.